Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute, I've been gone. I've been just sort of working on a lot of little random projects and getting a lot of stuff in order for the future. I'm one of those people, like, I like to plan big and then I don't like to talk about things I'm working on. I just sort of work on them and then like talk about them once they happen. So it's stuff I don't really want to talk about right now, but I got stuff in the works, some stuff for the future to make my life better and yada yada yada, try to be a better person, so on and so forth. You guys know the drill. Always trying to better myself. Anyway, but today we're going to be talking about Dua fragrances. It's been a minute since I've done a Dua video, but today I'm going to be talking about two newer, they're not new, but they're newer releases, and that is their Scent Memory line. I was really interested in these fragrances when they launched. I ended up buying both of them when they first launched. And I've had them for a while. I just haven't talked about them. I saved the packaging just so I could show you guys. But yeah, that's what we're gonna get into today. I'm gonna talk about these two fragrances. They are on the Dua Fragrances website. So if you want to buy them, I will link everything down below. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be getting into. First off, the packaging for these I think is really, really cute. They're all inspired by different places in the world. I guess that's what the inspiration for these fragrances is. There's two of them. There is one that is Scent Memory Miami, and this one is Scent Memory Paris. And both of them are classified as gourmands, which I thought was really interesting. They're both eau de parfum concentrate. I can't say anything. They're all EDP concentration, eau de parfum concentration, which is different for Dua fragrances. If you guys know Dua fragrances, you know that they're known for doing all their fragrances in extrait de parfum, so the highest concentration. These aren't that. They are one step down pretty much, or like two steps down. They're just regular concentration. They're the EDPs. So they're not going to be as intense and as long lasting, but they're still long lasting fragrances regardless. Both fragrances are unisex, or they're considered unisex, and I thought that was really cool. Both of them are completely different from one another. And they're both really interesting, and that's what we're going to be getting into today. Both of these fragrances retail for $150 if you're interested in knowing. You can also go on the website and check it out. They always have promotions and deals going, so get you that discount as well. But the first one that we're going to be talking about is called Miami, and the packaging looks like this. It has the city of Miami on it. It's really, really pretty. It has a little pull tab. When you pull it, the fragrance sits inside there. And honestly, I really like the packaging for the box and for the bottles. I think the bottles are so freaking pretty. They have the city there. Excuse my nails. I know they look hella ratchet, or my lack thereof nails, whatever. But it says a Scent Memory, and then Miami, and then the brand, which is Nomad, which is a Dua Fragrances brand. It has a wooden cap, which I think is really cute. It has the N for Nomad on there as well. This blue juice, and like I said, I just really like the bottles. I think they're simple, and I think they're really, really cute. But yeah, the fragrance is a really interesting one. You have notes of white flowered and grapefruit, ripe temp, orange, tangerine. You have aquatic notes, mint, crushed sugar, mojito, and a salty breeze accord. You also have ambergris and I think white musk in this. And this is a really interesting fragrance. It's classified as a gourmand, and I see what they're going with. I think they were going for that sort of mojito vibe. But I almost get this sort of like Baccarat Rouge sort of DNA in this. But almost if you took like Baccarat Rouge and you took like clean linen and like a mojito and mashed that together, I feel like this is what it smells like. This smells like a vacation. It smells like you're sitting by the beach, sipping your mojito, the salty breeze hitting your hair, and you're wearing like brand new clean white clothes. That's the sort of vibe that this fragrance gives me. It's very pronounced with this sort of mojito minty vibe that it has. So if you're a fan of minty fragrances, I think this is a really good one. I think what makes it unisex is the fact that it has this sweetness to it, but it also has these like masculine qualities, like the aromatic qualities with these aquatic qualities that you find in a lot of men's cologne. I think that the combination of the more masculine notes with that sweet side really evens it out to make it a unisex fragrance. And I think honestly anybody can enjoy this. I think it's really well done. It's a beautiful fragrance. I think this will be perfect if you're into like summer gourmands and just want to smell expensive. This smells expensive. It smells clean. It smells sort of vacation-y because of that mojito sort of effect that it gives me and that salty breeze accord. I don't know. I think this is a really good one. I think it's a solid hit. If you're a fan of that Baccarat Rouge DNA, then I think you'll probably enjoy this because it has a similar vibe to Baccarat Rouge, but it's still its own unique fragrance. Definitely check it out. I really recommend it for men and for women. The next one, or I should say the last one we're going to be talking about, is A Scent Memory Paris. It looks like this. It has like the Eiffel Tower on it. It's super cute. It's got that pull-out tab also. And when you pull it, you have the fragrance that sits inside. I'm just going to pull that out really quick. And it looks like this. It's got the Eiffel Tower on it. Super freaking cute. Probably my favorite one of the two, even though I enjoyed the blue juice in this one. It's got that wooden cap. It's the exact same, just different picture and name. And of course, this one is classified as a gourmand also. And I think this is a really interesting one. You've got notes of vanilla ice cream. You've got creme brulee, whipped cream, praline pastry, waffle, vanilla pastry, creme, caramel, and toasted almond and chestnuts, I think, or chestnut cream. This is a really cool one. I think if you are a fan of, there's a fragrance by Imaginary Authors. It's a whiff of a waffle cone, I think. If you're a fan of that fragrance, then you're definitely going to enjoy Paris. It has a very similar vibe. This gives me almost like waffle cone vibes. I definitely get this sort of praline sort of thing that's got going on. It's nutty, it's dense, it's syrupy. Honestly, this would smell so good as a candle. Like, I like it more as like a scent that like would diffuse into a room or like would be in a candle. This is really, really pretty. I think it has a slightly waxy quality to it, and that's why I associate it with that. But I definitely get a lot of pastries. It's syrupy, it's dense, it's very, very vanillic. If you love this sort of nutty, dense, almost like candied sugar sort of effect in a fragrance that sort of smells like really dense. It smells like you walked into an ice cream shop and like they're toasting nuts and you can smell rich vanilla bean in the air and all that ice cream. Like, that's the vibe I get, but really intense with the syrupy backbone. And if you love those kind of gourmand fragrances, then you'll really enjoy this. And if you're a fan of a whiff of a waffle cone, then you'll probably really enjoy this because this reminds me of that fragrance so much. But I think this one is way better. This one has like a sparkling tinge to it that I think makes it really unique and really stand out. And you really get it in the dry down. I think it makes it really special. And there's something really interesting that always keeps me coming back to this fragrance, even though it's not typically one that I enjoy wearing often. When I do wear it, it's usually an enjoyable experience. Like, it's a nice fragrance because I really enjoy the deep dry down where it has this weird sort of sparkling vanilla quality to it. It's really, really pretty. Definitely recommend it. And yeah, those are the two new fragrances that Dua, or newer fragrances that Dua has launched in the last year, both from the new line, both from the Nomad line. I'm excited to see if they're going to release any more Nomad fragrances. I think the first two are definitely a success and a hit. I like both of them, and yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys think about them. Till next time, I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye, you guys.